Hello there. It's good to see you again. This is Truth Seeker, coming back on to Truth Seeker Nation. Coming at you with some more truth, Got a lot of individuals pretty mad that we're speaking truth. But I figured, what the hell? Let's continue on the truth train. The truth choo-choo train, hey man, listen, let me tell you guys something, okay? This is going to be kind of a continuation from my previous video that I just posted of, light shines so bright. And it's true. Excuse me. It's true, it shines very bright. And over the course of some of the videos that I've came on here and spoke with you guys about, I mentioned that light also illuminates some of those uncomfortable truths, but with those uncomfortable truths being shined on, there are also individuals, innocent souls that are suffering every day. And when that sword of truth comes in the vicinity, it's so powerful. It is a very powerful thing. And we're gonna continue on here, and this ain't gonna be this. I'm gonna try not to make this as heavy as my last video, so far as names and whatnot. We've already established that there'll be some more names drop. It's all good. We just sit back, relax, and get your popcorn. But now we need to focus on some. We're gonna need to we need to focus on some some threats that companies like to put on individuals. Okay. So let's go ahead, guys, and dive into it. So, company I used to work for, Air Evac. Hi, Air Evac. How you doing today? And let me tell you guys a funny story, okay? And this is gonna if you guys can relate, let me know, because you guys are already well aware that the companies like to try to strong arm people. That's why you got the whole Windows 11 situation. And one thing, real quick before we get to Air Evac, one little thing that I noticed is that you guys noticed the heavy push for Windows 11. Now, one thing that I did notice, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I switched over to Linux. Okay, just putting that out there. Windows is garbage. Okay, I'm sorry, but here we're gonna get into why I think it's garbage. Cause there was just something about it. And check it out. Even though I have never used Linux before in my life, it's been a learning experience. But check it out here. So with Windows 11, so I found out watching from a few of my fellow content creators on YouTube, speaking that truth, I found out from a few of them what BitLocker was and how that they force BitLocker onto you. Not to mention that, but not to mention that, but they also come at you with all this other bullshit that's not required. I mean, so what's the technological reason why you need to have cameras and have your shit or the voice on all time? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to record you? What's the reason for it? You know what I mean? It's like things like that is what I ask myself, and I'm just like, yo, I'm sorry, man, I don't feel comfortable with Microsoft, hearing what I woke up and telling somebody what I want for breakfast. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't fancy that too much. But you notice, guys, you notice that basically anything that you do, if you do any kind of thinking, okay, any kind of thinking, it's almost like you're punished for it, you know. So for example, let's say, or if you rebel in any way, like, so let's say Windows 11 pushing that shit on you, you know, you Windows 10 is going to be discontinued here in October. I think I'm not 100% on that. I think it's around October. But you know, now all of a sudden with Windows 11, it's almost like with BitLocker. You know what I mean? BitLocker. Um, And from what I understand, it's a service that the average person that's using a computer doesn't really need. Okay, it's something that's not necessary. And for instance, how about Microsoft, instead of, you know, punishing people for not wanting to use something that you're pushing on people, why don't you just put in simple terms, do you want BitLocker? Yes or no? But guess what? What I discovered the other day was you have to go. So if you, instead of putting an option that says, would you like BitLocker? Yes or no? You gotta go deep in if you don't want it, okay, you gotta go into the Windows registry editor and fuck around with hexadecimals and all this, that, and the third. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why not just put yes or no? So you're salty because you don't want, so the consumer has said no to that service, but you still want to shove it down their throat. You know what I mean? What's up with that? And then notice how all of a sudden that shit is going to be recording everything, and then your camera's on and shit. Like, whoa, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Okay. And it's like, you get punished for using your brain, for thinking. Why do you think that they want to make it so difficult for you to decline BitLocker? What the fuck is up with that? Just one little small thing I noticed. I just wanted to get that out there. Just keep that in mind. Now, if you're using Windows, okay, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, you're using Windows. You're you know, no. You know, I use Windows for the longest time. Okay, and you know, I found it really interesting because I watched another, you know, fellow content creator, some ordinary gamers, talk about how there's some people or some organizations or in the army or military that actually still use Windows XP. And you know, that didn't really surprise me, you know, because Windows XP is not particularly super duper old. I mean, if you give me a Windows XP machine, I can navigate it perfectly fine. It's not super old. But one of the things that I noticed is that, you know, technology just they hyper speed the shit, you know, where it's like, damn, next thing you know, you got a hot new phone, and all of a sudden, you know, they got you got iPhone 4, and all of a sudden 6 is already out. You know, it's like, whoa, damn, man, like, okay. But you notice in the midst of all that, and all these content creators on the YouTube been saying that they've been stealing your data, they've been looking and being extremely intrusive. And it's almost like they just want to like rush you, you know. Oh yeah, this is the newest, hottest thing, you know. And in Windows 11, they got, you know, if you watch the Microsoft Copilot 2, they got the whole swerving and swirling to draw you in. Oh man, it's so cool. I want Microsoft Copilot. No. You know, there's one thing that you have to pay attention to. And it's that wow factor. You know how they draw you into something that is actually shit, but they want to give you this illusion. Oh, wow, you know, it's so cool. You know, Microsoft swiveled all the wonderful colors on the screen to draw you in and everything. You know, it's got the whole package. That's what I'm saying. So just be aware of that. You know, when you like, oh shit, you gotta have Windows 11, the hottest new thing. Just keep that in mind, that how difficult they make it for you to turn off a specific service. Is that what it is? Where I mean, yes or no? Give the option to say no to that service. Why is it shoved down your throat? Why do you gotta go deep in the Windows registry editor? I mean, come on, man. The average okay, if you're fairly, with it with computers, you can do that fairly easy. But what it is the problem is people that's not knowledgeable on that. That people that don't know. And there's gonna be a kid that's like 14, and they're gonna ask their mom, "Hey, I want a gaming PC to play League of Legends, okay?" And let's say they don't have a lot of knowledge on that. They're gonna be like, they're gonna go to Best Buy. They're gonna feed you the car salesman, yada yada. Oh, the hottest new thing and all that. You already know how that works. So they're not gonna know that if there's not more people talking about that, those people that don't use computers on a daily basis, or if they just don't have the knowledge that they know about computers, that to know that Microsoft is spying and getting all this data, and then next thing you know, fucking Bill Gates is gonna know what you have for breakfast. I mean, like what so what is going on here? Well, like why do they need the data? You know what I mean? So that's just a little side thing I wanted to go over. One thing I noticed, and check it out. We're gonna get back to Air Evac, helicopter rescue company. And I'm gonna get into and dive into on how certain companies. This is kind of that's the real reason why I went into the Microsoft thing, because it's these companies that want to strong arm and want to sit there and threaten and try to strong arm you and fear you and give off this fear mongering type of energy to get you to submit to their will. You know what I mean? Or submit to whatever they're asking you to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. There's a recent, about maybe a couple months ago, I quit the company to go my own way. You know what I mean? And in the midst of communicating, because it's a temp agency. In the midst of communicating, the temp agency and some of the individuals at Air Evac. So here's the situation. So my car at the time was down. I actually don't have the vehicle anymore, but my car at the time was down, and I didn't have I couldn't get it fixed at that time, and basically, I worked from home. I had, they gave me, a computer and everything that I needed to do, to do my job efficiently. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted the equipment back. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here's the situation though. Is there any way that one of y'all can, maybe come by my house and just pick it up, because at the moment I can't, I don't have a vehicle. You know what I mean? And so temp agency says, yeah, sure. What's your address? And I give her my address. All that. And, a date and time is set up and everything. It's all set up. I don't remember exactly what day. It was a little while ago. But let's just say Thursday, or no, let's say Friday at 10 o'clock. It'd be here. It's like, cool. All right. Got it set up. They're going to come and pick up the equipment. So, check it out. Nobody shows up. Okay, nobody shows up. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? We had it all set up and ready to roll, the date and everything, right? I was like, what happened? Nobody showed up. Okay. I'm just gonna chill out, do my thing still, and nobody showed up. About 3-4 days later, I get this threatening ass text talking about they're gonna they're gonna file a police report for theft and stealing. Huh? Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, what? Whoa. Let's slow down here. So let me ask you something. if you and the homies over here, you got a game, okay, you're playing Xbox 360. Let's say you don't have Oblivion, okay? Let's say, hey man, can I borrow Oblivion? He says, sure, go ahead. Okay. Now you playing Oblivion, and he says, all right, man, hey, can you mind if I have that back now? I want to play it. And you say, all right, cool, man, definitely. But it just so happened that you had a bad spot to where you weren't able to get it to him right then. But you offered a alternative solution. Hey, man, can you get one of the homies or something to come pick it up? Because right now I can't get out there, and I want to give this to you, but I physically just don't have a way to get out there right now, right? And he says, all right, cool. We set up a time and everything. All right, man. The boy will be over there tomorrow to pick it up. Yada yada. Okay. The time is set up and everything. Nobody shows up. The next day later, dude calls you. I'm gonna call the police because you're stealing. Whoa there, partner. Whoa. Homie. You don't set up a time with somebody and then don't show up and then all of a sudden threaten to file a police report for stealing. How in the fuck are you gonna steal something that you told them to come and get? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So I told them, hey, you believe what you want to believe, do what you want to do. We set up a time and the time was set, nobody showed up. So, wait, I already explained my situation. I'm not trying to steal anything. I'm literally telling you, gave you my address. Come by and pick it up. So, your failure of an attempt to threaten me has failed, first of all. You're not going to sit there and threaten anybody. Okay. And for one, why is that even brought up? Why is there this need to want to file a police report for stealing when I literally said, hey, here's my address, here's the date and time set up, ready to roll, everything will be ready, you can come by and pick it up, it'll be ready for you. So let me ask you something. How can you steal something that you told somebody to cut? Like, do you guys follow me here? I mean, does that make any sense? So, it's just another one of those pathetic attempts of fear-mongering and getting somebody to be scared to try and submit to something. But let me throw this at you guys. See, when you deconstruct it and you literally say how stupid it is, that's what they don't like. Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. If you already got something, if you already got set up time and everything, and it's a reasonable situation of why you can't go and right at that moment in time to get that equipment out there, but you offer, hey, can you, at this point in time, I don't have the means to go and do that right now. My car was down. So I said, hey, you guys can come by my house. This is my address. I'm giving you the address to my home, okay? So how is it that I provide the address to my home, the date and time, and set it up and everything, and all of a sudden nobody shows up, and all of a sudden ready to call the police and file a police report for stealing? Whoa there, partner. It's like little things like that, You guys got to watch out for the intimidation tactics, the intimidation that they try to put on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to shut you up because you're exposing some shit. You know what I mean? So now the scumminess is kind of coming out and it's being revealed. You know what I mean? So how are you going to strong arm somebody that's dedicated, that loved their job, that, wanted to do what he could to help people, man? So you want to sit there and try to put some kind of iron fist on me? No, man, you shove that iron fist right back up your ass, man, because that's not gonna fly, man. It's the same reason why these content creators don't bow to some of these higher end companies or these high companies like Blizzard and shit, Because they know automatically what's going on with that. They know the manipulation that's going on, man. I mean, you got Blizzard, you got companies like Blizzard that lie to their fan base and get them pumped up and gassed up, and then the fucking last minute tell them that, oh, the whole feature that we didn't feature in BlizzCon and everything, can't do that no more. I mean, it's like little stuff like that, man. That it's like, what the fuck? Like, it causes you to like lose trust in these big companies, because at the end of the day, these companies don't care, man. They don't care. You know what I mean? They don't. And it was funny. We had to like we straight up, like, I had to talk with my spirit team and everything. We had to like deconstruct that, and I'm like, first of all, police report for stealing. So why am I? So first of all, if I was trying to steal something, why would I set up a fucking date and time for you to come by and get it and give you my address if I was trying to steal something? I mean, it's really not a hard concept. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be real with you. It's really not a hard concept at all, Because you know good and well that my intention wasn't. I'm not trying to steal no air evac equipment. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna steal it for? I don't have any desire to steal anything. But it's this strong arm. It's like this rushing. You better do now what we say or else. No, man, that's not how that's gonna fly. If other people got shit going on, they got stuff going on that's more important than fucking some air evac equipment, man. I mean, there's innocent souls out here dying every day and suffering, and you're over here worried about some equipment? And you want to sit there and strong arm somebody into submission? Come on, man, that's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. You should not be doing that to no individuals, man. You shouldn't be doing that, not one bit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no vendetta against nothing. But again, what we are gonna do is point out some truths and point out some bullshit and point out the fact that I was threatened. So you're gonna threaten me because I don't have the means at that point in time to give back some equipment, and then file it and say, despite me setting up a date and time, giving you my address and everything, right? Despite that, oh, I'm stealing. Guys, you got to be careful out there, man, because these companies will snag. They will try to snag you, man. They will try to smear you. They will try to intimidate you in any way, shape, or form, man. Even managers, man. They wanna sit there and intimidate you and, treat you sideways and disrespect you. When you ask for help, you get sent off. You know what I mean? Thank God there was another good soul there, to help me out of an answer and help me out with a real tough situation, But I'm going to be real with you guys. That's the same shit that some of these narcissists do, man. They want to sit there and use these intimidation tactics and fear, to keep you from coming out and speaking your truth. We're not over here hurting nobody. We're not doing nothing. All we are doing is chilling out, jamming some music, playing some StarCraft. And these folks over here want to sit there talking about some stealing some air evac equipment and shit. Hey, man, you know what? Listen. You do what you want to do, all right? But hey, man, I want to get into real detail of. Let's ask the question, because you always know we got to ask those questions, right? So, why was the time and date set up, and then nobody shows up? Oh, I was told that their leadership said don't go to his house. So leadership says don't go to his house, even though I give you my address, give you the date and time, and then threaten to file a police report and say that I'm stealing? Okay, partner. Whatever floats your boat. Thankfully, some good souls from the staffing agency came by and picked up the equipment. But notice it wasn't any of the air evac staff, none of the leadership. You know what I mean? Because you know why? Why would they not? If I said, hey, this is this that this is that, and you want to come at this date and time to come by my apartment because my vehicle is down. I don't have a way to get this equipment over to that building right now. But here's an alternative solution to try and get this equipment to you as quick as possible. But was responded with threats, threatened, and strong arming. And it's just one of those things, guys, that not only do big companies do it on a mass scale, but it could also be on an individual level. You know what I mean? With somebody that's, you know, putting a bunch of fear into you excuse me, and trying to back you in a corner and make you feel like you're weak. You know what I mean? But in all reality, these threats are just empty threats. They're not going to do anything. I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, and I'm not calling out nobody here, but, you know, you got some people that got that. You got some folks, man, that are just, I'm going to just straight up be honest with you, that are filled, and they made this choice, man. I mean, you know, they choose to do this shit. And they are just full of, they just had this demonic ass energy surrounding them, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, and when you look at it from a different, you know, a spiritual perspective, you know, I always talk about homie our Archangel Michael, you know, all my angels that are here, we chilling. You know, this is the Divine Ranch. You know what I mean? We over here, we got, Father is, you've been guiding me. I've been, talking with him, and shout out to Michael again. I really appreciate all that, the help and the love and support, And now, guys, if I say now this is the Divine Ranch, right? And this our temple here, this is a holy temple here. This is our stomping grounds, and full of divine energy, positivity, And let me ask you guys something. You think somebody or some demonic entity is gonna want to come around here? Hell no, because they're gonna have to meet Michael. Okay, they don't want to show up here. They don't have the balls to show up here, at least here in the physical 3D. But guess what? They have all the audacity and all the balls to throw all this, sneaky sly shit. They want to hide outside the window and shit. You want to hide outside your window. I've had individuals come up, when I'm sleeping, they got wanting to stand outside my window and shit. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. I mean, if you want to gang stalk, at least make it so you're not. I mean, come on, dude. If you guys don't know what gang stalking is, here's my buddy Cody. All right, he wants to join in. Okay. If you guys don't know what gang stalking is, I just encourage you guys to check it out. You never know what, you'd be surprised at some of this bullshit that, these companies got going on here. This is what we got going on here right now, though. Is Mr. Cody deciding to, just plop down on the bed here with me. He's here. And he just wants to chill. Alright. But again, guys, it's all about digging into the psychological way of things. Not all abuse is physical, even though that's just as bad, But some of the worst abuse is psychological, man. Because they wanna put you in a spot where you're scared and you can't speak up, and then that in turn gives them, oh, we got him now. We he's scared now. So then they're just gonna walk all over you and expect you to bend over backwards for them. But we're not bending backwards for anybody. Especially not no fucking multi-million-dollar company. I mean, come on, man. A company that sure as hell don't use his brain because they over here talking about stealing when you got motherfuckers giving you the address and time to show up. How you gonna say somebody's trying to steal something? That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, again, I'm making it very clear. I was threatened. Okay, threatened to be fearful and to submit. No, I gotta rush and get this equipment to them now because they said they were gonna file a police report. No, man, that's not gonna fly, man, because there's no crime. There's nothing done. The police are gonna say he gave you the address and the date and time to show up. How is he stealing? He said to pick it up. That's not stealing anything. So whoever thought of that idea was a boneheaded move. Can't do that, man. You gotta think that shit out more, man, because that doesn't make any sense. Okay? And guys, this is why I'm encouraging you. When you got these individuals that want to sit there and try to put fear into you, and you want them to do, they want you to do what they want. You know what I mean? Because you're doing something they don't like. So now they think they have all this power over you. How dare you tell us you can't give us this equipment right now? How dare you not bend over backwards? I'm telling you guys, man. These companies will just throw you away. You put all your hard earned, you dedicate to help people. You spend all this time at a job. They don't even appreciate you, man. You see people that work at jobs for 10 plus years. And they end up getting fired. They end up just getting thrown to the wolves. Like they're nothing. Guys, these companies don't care, man. I'm not saying all of them, man. But majority of them. Especially these big companies that think that they, got all this Novus Ordo Seclorum. Okay. And if you guys are just now tuning in, that I'm referring to the American dollar. Okay, we do the air quotations here because that's basically the currency of the land of the chain down. And I'm just being real with you guys. The land of the free has turned into Windows 11 forced down your throat, and instead of fucking putting an option, do you want BitLocker? Yes or no? Now you got Windows 11 again. You got shit like them wanting to record, get access to your camera and microphone so they can listen to you. Your phone listens to you. You know what I mean? How the hell is that free? How the hell is that free that that you can't even speak without being afraid that like some big ass company is going to take what you're speaking and use it as some data, and your data is going to be sold all over the place? You know what I'm saying? You want some strangers knowing what you had for breakfast? I mean, like, I don't... What's the So, I want to ask you guys a real good question, because somebody else brought it up. He said Elon Musk... So, hold on a second. So, what's the technological reason for why? So why does somebody need? I get it. You want to say, oh yeah, all of these. I want to know how to more efficiently sell you more garbage for breakfast. I mean, so the technological reason for why somebody needs to know what you have for breakfast, whether it be Elon Musk or Bill Gates or whatever, why do they need to know what you had for breakfast? What is the purpose in that? Is it because they want you to sell you some more garbage that's gonna kill you over time, or what? I mean, I'm just being honest here. You know, it's something to think about. So, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. I just wanted to come out and give you guys more examples of, you know, people that think they got a lot of power, or companies that think they got all this power, and they want to sit there and try to submit and put fear mongering in, or put fear into you to make you bend over backwards for them immediately. I mean, nah, man, hell nah, don't nah. Because let me tell you something, man. There's more. There's more to it. You know, first of all, what we need, what we should be doing is really seeking what is resonating with our soul. Okay, something that we like to do. You know, whether it be, you know, playing Overwatch for a living, or, you know, talking about tech, or, you know, it's all about doing what you love to do. You know what I mean? And bringing forth that sword of truth and letting other individuals know that may not be as tech savvy. And this is just an example, but people that may not be tech savvy, we're getting it out so people that aren't tech savvy, they know, hey, this is Windows 11, man. They're doing some shady shit under you know, behind the scenes, man. And, you know, they want to rush it and put it all in your face and make you hurry up and accept it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if we're comparing that to a bigger grand scale, that's what happens in the music industry, man. I mean, these guys, they start jamming the music, they want to do something, they want to do music, and they end up getting it taken advantage of from more individuals in that industry that have more power, and they end up getting threatened, and then they end up getting put in a bad spot, in a corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where if it's talked about, more people know about this shit. You know what I mean? More people know about what's going on in the world, not just with tech, but with other shit as well. With like this medical scandal. You know what I mean? We got going on with this flat earth nonsense, you know, getting infested everywhere. You know, these guys, you know, all that stuff, man. You know, it's about, you know, getting that word out, and, you know, letting people that don't know. We shouldn't be pointing his laughing eye. He doesn't know about that. No. We need to be telling and providing and sharing what we know about certain topics and situations to maybe help people that, you know, whatever we're doing, what we like to do, they want to get into it, and they don't, you know, they might not be aware. You know, that's why we got you know, pro Overwatch players, you know, they tell you how it is. You know, there's you know, some guys, you know, they'll just tell you how it is, you know, and tell you, hey, man, tank sucks. Okay? And somebody, let's say some kid, you know, that has never played Overwatch 2, you know, and in reality, that's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of situations where there's young kids, you know, they go and want to play Overwatch. You know, they don't know about the game. They don't know what they're getting into, okay? It's just like stuff like that, you know? It's like, hey, man, you want to play this, that's cool. You know, if you have fun, that's great, man. But we're just telling you what's going on here, and pro players that play the game for a living is trying to communicate with the fucking team, hey, this ain't working, and nothing's being done about it. That should kind of raise some red flags, and nothing to do with the dev team. I mean, a lot of times with these companies, guys, it's at the very high ups, man. I mean, that's what you got to focus on with these companies. It's not like, you know, when I talk about McDonald's, you know, the person behind the register and the people that's flipping the burgers and stuff, and it's no shade being thrown, but I'm just saying, the people that work at McDonald's, that's not, you know, you shouldn't be going and pointing at them, oh yeah, you know, you're working for this and that, but they just might not be aware, you know, and it's at the higher up, You know what I mean? There's people that's just not aware. You ever think about that? It's the same with church. You know what I mean? That's why I don't. It ain't no hatred, man. I don't put nobody down for. I'm against religion, okay, but I don't point at somebody and try to force my beliefs on them. You know what I mean? I don't do that. That's not my goal. My goal is to maybe help and prevent a soul from going what I went through. You know what I mean? And showing and speaking on my experience. And that's why I'm saying, and I continuously say over and over again, come to Father, because I've experienced this stuff, and I'm just sharing what has been extremely beneficial to me as a soul, and that's all I'm communicating with y'all. That's all I'm communicating with you guys. At the church, man. It's not, like I said, it's not your fellow brother that's sitting next to you. There's probably some stuff going on in the higher ups that you're not aware of, that people in the church are not aware of. So just keep that in mind, man. It's nothing to do with, you go to church and nah, man. It's actually the very opposite, man. Religion is just one of those things that's part of the system to keep people chained down and to keep people from coming to Father. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, guys. So I'm gonna leave you with that tidbit of information, and I really hope that you guys are doing well. I just wanted to kind of share some more examples here of this strong arming and what not just narcissists, but a majority of the time it is narcissists that try to put this fear into you and make you not want to come out with your story, and you know what I mean. But you know Father sees you. Father sees you, the extraordinary courage that you're bringing forth and coming out with your truth, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't be discouraged. Um, I'm gonna tell you guys, God is real. Father is wonderful. So that's all. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Um, and I genuinely hope you guys have a good day from the bottom of my heart. I hope that I was able to connect with you on a soul level. That you resonate with what I'm saying, and just know that if you're a beautiful soul, and just keep on doing your thing and doing what you enjoy. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch you guys later, and we're gonna go ahead and do the little signing off. This is Truth Seeker signing off, a Truth Seeker Nation, and you guys take it easy. All right, I love y'all. Bye bye.